Hey, adventurers, how's it going? I myself had a rough night last night. Had to go to ER because I had a sickness over the weekend, which pretty much dehydrated me. So I did a televisit with my doctor, and he said, "Go to the ER. You are dehydrated." I'm like, "Do I have to? I hate going to the hospital." Yes, you have to. Well, my wife's sick, so she couldn't go. And it was already 7 o'clock at night, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. I just don't want to go. I don't like going to hospitals. But with the problems I was having, I said I need to go to the hospital. I did talk to one of my brothers to give me a ride in. Thank you, Chris. And my other brother and my niece, they came down to visit. Thank you, Jeremy and Marianne. They stayed a little bit, but then they had to go because they both have to work. So I was there by myself, and I don't like being in hospitals at all. I get in there. What are you here for? Dehydration. Okay, well, let's check your heart. Okay, we're gonna take you right now. Oh my, oh shit, what the heck's wrong? Okay, so I go in, and they go, we're gonna do an EKG. Oh, goody. And you never get in right away at an ER. It's you have to sit and wait. They want to collect their 8 hours of money. I got there at 7, right? So, oh, and the highlight of the evening so far was HVAC, I think it's called. The helicopter was on the pad, the landing pad, and they were loading up a patient onto the helicopter. And as I was starting to get out, the officer came, oh, no, 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 you can't get out. And close your windows. The helicopter's taking off. So we had to sit there and wait for it to leave. And so you got to see it spin. I've never seen a helicopter up close. Damn, that thing's a big ambulance in the sky. And finally it took off. It was loud. No wonder they make you close your windows. So they took off. I went into the hospital. I'm sorry, I'm tired. And I figured, I better post it on Facebook what's going on. And I want to thank all my friends and family who gave me hearts and prayers and wrote, please get soon, better soon, and all that. Thank you. And you don't need to see this. Well, just turn it around like that. So, yeah, it was not really fun being there all night. And I'm tired still because then he said, okay, well, which did the EKG comes out good? I'm like, good. So they go sit back in the ER waiting room. So I'm sitting there and I'm wearing a furry jacket. I mean, it's keeping me really warm, too warm. I'm like, wow, I'm sweating up a storm. This is hot. I don't want to take it off though, because I don't know, these people could steal my jacket or whatever. Sorry. So I was waiting, and then they said, okay, they finally called me back. Maybe 3 hours later, and they said, we're going to take some blood. We're going to draw some blood. We're going to check you out and see what's going on. I'm like, well, I don't think I have COVID. No, you don't have COVID. We know that. But we don't know if you have the influenza A or B virus or what's going on. I'm like, okay, well, here's an arm. No. We don't want just one arm. See that there? We're going to take enough blood out of you, out of both arms. And I'm like, oh, great. So they took about 8 vials of blood. And they said, okay, we'll let you know what the doctor says. So now we're looking at about 10:30, I think. And they call me back and they give me a chair. I'm like, okay, I'm on whatever the number is and the letter. And I have to say, all the staff at San Antonio Hospital, they're excellent. They did their job. They're nice. I didn't even feel them putting the needles, to suck out my blood like vampires. And I'm keeping my wife notified what's going on, and my downstairs neighbor's trying to call me, and I'm like, I can't answer the phone. They're taking my blood at the time, and so sorry, I can't concentrate. I've had about 2 hours sleep since yesterday, since 7 a.m. yesterday. Anyway, so the doctor comes in. Dr. Cho comes in. He says, "Hi, I'm Dr. Cho." I'm like, "Hi." He goes, "Well, I can't seem to find anything that's significantly wrong with you. You don't have any heart issues. You don't have any, there's nothing that we can find except your kidneys are not right." I'm like, "Oh, I have a nephrologist, and he said it's supposed to be good, 3A or something like that." "Yeah, but there's still something wrong." Well, we're gonna check on the blood test some more, and then we're gonna also rehydrate you. So we'll take you right from here, and we'll put you in a chair in the back and get you going, and we'll check you out, and then we can probably release you. Okay, whatever. Anyways, they take me back into this one area in the hospital. Sick people all the way around me. But I have to say, two of the people that sat next to me, they were Disney fans. One of them, her jacket said Disneyland on it. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like I'm all by myself. At least I have a little bit of Disney in my life. And I said, "Oh, you like Disneyland?" And they're like, "Mm-hmm. My husband does too. We used to be annual pass holders." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." I told him about my niece and how she's becoming a nurse. I let the nurses know that. And I showed them this. My niece's boyfriend is the CEO of Popple. So she's dating the top dog. Anyways, he's a really cool guy. Nico, I think his name is, or Nick. I might have his name wrong. I'm tired. So, sorry to sound so tired and depressing, but yeah, that's about it. I was like freezing. Now, I'm taking Imodium because I had so much diarrhea before. Sorry about the word. But 3 days and I lost 4 pounds. Now, I thought I lost 10 pounds. That's why the doctor wanted me to go in. Okay, so one of the nurses comes up and she says, "Oh, good. Things are looking good." I'm like, "They are?" "Yes, yes. The reason we got you in here is because your heart rate was way too high." I'm like, "How high?" "Over 140." I'm like, "That's not good." And she goes, "No, but it's much better now. You're below 100. See?" Couldn't see it. I'm like, "Oh, okay. Whatever you say." There were numbers on the little thing flashing. She goes, "You don't have a fever. That's good." I'm like, "Good." And anyways, I hear them go to another patient next to me. I can't see him because there's some medical equipment right next to me. And I hear him say, "Oh, Mr. Hahn." I'm like, "Don Hahn?" "No." But I look over and he kind of looks like Don Hahn. He's kind of bulky and stocky. And I had to lean over and I said, "Are you related to Don Hahn?" He goes, "Who's Don Hahn?" I said, he's a Disney animator or Imagineer or writer. You know, he makes movies." And he goes, "No." I goes, "Your name's spelled H-A-H-N?" He goes, "No." "Mine's H-A-N." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I'm sorry to bother you." And he goes, "No, no, no bother at all." And anyways, we started chatting. And his wife works at Disneyland. She goes, "Oh, I work at Disneyland." I'm like, "You do?" Another Disney person. Thank you. And I think she subscribed to my channel because I had told her about it. If you're here, Mrs. Hahn, thank you for subscribing. I hope your husband is doing well and doesn't have a heart attack. Um, his name was Dan. Dan Hahn. He goes, "Everyone in my family, I don't have a Don." We've got David and Darnell and I forget. He said there were some other D's, but no Dons. I'm like, I go, "Okay, well." And anyways, I told them about my channel, and they subscribed. I'm trying to keep their mind off of, I don't know why, but I was a heart attack. I started talking about my mom because she had been in the hospital. Today's her birthday. If she were still alive today, she'd be 92. Uh, Sorry, brain fog. Anyways, time rolls by, and I'm freezing. I mean, I said, the nurse passed by, "Can I get one of those warm blankets, please?" "Oh, yeah, give me a minute." She comes back and gives me a warm blanket. I'm like, but she only puts it up this much over me, like, see, this is the blanket, right? And it's covering this arm, and it's covering everywhere else, except the arm that they're putting all the fluid in. And it was starting to get really cold. I'm like, "Why am I shaking?" I was like this. Like, this can't be good. Something's wrong. She goes, "No, you're getting hydration. You're getting fluids put into you, and they're cold. So they're going into your veins, and your arm is cold. So that's normal for you to shake." I'm like, "I didn't know that. Okay, thank you." And she goes, and then another guy comes along, and he goes, "Let me get you a heat pack." And so he gives me a heat pack, and he goes, "Stick it right here." By the time it is 12:30 midnight, we're into today. And Dr. Cho comes in. He goes, "Okay, well, all your vital signs seem to be back to normal, and we're going to have you sign out here, and we'll get some release papers taken care of by you, and a doctor's note for your work for 1 day. No, 2 days. And I got some medicines for you at the pharmacy. Okay, doc, whatever you say. And I call my brother and I say, yeah, I'm sorry to wake you up, but I'm done. Oh, okay, I'll be down to pick you up. I'll call you when you gotta get to the hospital. Okay. So he finally comes and picks me up, and I get the paperwork and I get released, and they pull all of the things out of my arms. My arms are hurting right now. Oh, too much aching. And hang on a second. It's not entertainment. Okay. And okay, so he pulls all the tubing out of me, or he doesn't, but the nurses do. And my one nurse, she went home at 1 o'clock. And I had a new nurse, a male nurse, and I don't know if he was trying to be funny, but he was clowning around on the job. But he did his job, but he was still bouncing around like a clown. Looked like Chuck Mangione, but I don't know. Megalomart. That's Chuck Mangione. So yeah, so I got out of there at about 1:45 and got home, and it was probably 2:30 by the time I got home. Thanked my brother, tried to pay him. He said, "Nope, no money." All right, thanks. He goes, I go, "You got to work today?" He goes, "Yep." "All right, I'll let you go. Thanks for the ride. Bye." He went, and I was walking in. I said, "You know what? I haven't gotten the mail. I better go grab the mail." So I go to the little mailbox in the front of the house, and I find this. And there's a warning on it. It says, "Warning. Opening this package will cause extreme happiness." Boy, did I need some happiness last night after this long time in the hospital. Yes, it was only 6 hours instead of the normal 8 hours. And I'm glad that I don't have bad heart issues or nothing. So I get this package, and it's from Berry Place 28. And I'm like, ooh, this is what I won the other day, I think. So I opened it up. These are solid envelopes that he sends them in. I'm like, oh, these are cool. I like the gold and the purple. It's very Knott's Berry Farmish looking. And I reach in and I pull out a note. He has very great cursive. I couldn't write like that. Thanks, Bob. So I'm like, well, let's see what I got. Opening this does cause really extreme happiness when you know you've won something. This is his channel, Berry Place 28. You should go check it out. It's a really nice channel. he's usually at he's usually at Disneyland live streaming, but you can also find him at Knott's Berry Farm. Or this past weekend, he was in Big Bear. I thought he was snowboarding, but no, he was like inner tube sliding down the snow with his daughter. It was really cool. And he's got a fun channel. Just check it out. Barry Place 28. And that's a vinyl sticker. That's a heavy duty sticker. I like that one. I might put that on my car. Maybe I'll put this other thing on my car. So I keep pulling out little gems. And this one's even cool. This is his other channel, and him and Cordy, and I believe it's SoCal Hans. I might have that wrong. Yeah, I think it's SoCal Hans. They've created their own channel, and it's called Park Streamers Hangout. Your e-ticket to theme park news. E-ticket. That's almost like mine. E-ticket to Tomorrowland. I like the flags. It reminds me of Disneyland. And then for the grand prize, I pulled out this one. It's a Valentine's magnet. And it says Heart Place 28. And I won this the other night. Kind of shouldn't have won it, but his computer pulled my name. I've already won stuff from him. I told him, no, give it to somebody else. And he said, no, you're the winner. And so thank you, Bob, for this magnet. I'm going to put this on our refrigerator. Matter of fact, I'm going to go do it right now. There it is. It's on the fridge right next to all the other Disney websites that we've won stuff from, like, oh, I forgot their names. Mosley, Doobie Mosley, and Deborah, and their son Gideon, which I think is his birthday today. So we won for playing their game too. I suck at it. My wife knows all the answers, so that was good. So thank you again, Bob, for brightening my night, and even opening it now. It brightens my day. Thank you. So that is my live stream for today. These are going to go on the car, I think. Thank you, Cordy in California. Her channel is very nice too. We met probably 2 years ago now, and she's always at Disneyland. And that's how I met Bob, through her. And SoCal Hans I met through Bob's channel. And I've met Slim Devin. Check his channel out too. So many people. Trish Blassingame, or better known as Pirate Trish. Made a lot of online friends. And actually, we met Bob in person because my wife won tickets to Knott's Berry Farm, where they closed down the park, and the radio station, what was it, 94, it's my FM. They had the park to themselves, and I think there might have been 1,000 people there at Knott's Berry Farm. So we got to go in there with her, with my wife, and Bob, and our other friend Julie, and that was real fun. It was Christmas time. We got to have some hot chocolate. I think we had dessert. It was good. And I got to meet another live streamer. So that's my video, and I'm sticking to it. I probably should get off here pretty soon because I need some sleep. Now, if you're here wondering if I'm going to draw, no, I'm not going to draw tonight. I am going to put up a question. I'd really like you guys to leave a comment because I'm kind of trying to find out what my niche is here on YouTube. I know you've only seen me draw and maybe seen me go to car shows, but you've probably heard me talk about other things. So if you guys could answer this question, I'd really like to know. Speaking of the doctor, hang on. Automated phone for doctors. Yeehaw. Okay, I put up a question. It says, what is Mitch C good at? Please answer in the comments below. I'd like to know what you guys think I'm good at. Because if I can get some kind of idea what to channel my channel into, I have different channels. I have channels of Disney trivia. I have channels for trains. I don't know what else I have. Let me see what I have. Let me first post this question. Okay. There's Bob. Okay. I don't want other people talking. All right. So my channels that I have, that's not what I wanted. Switch account. There we go. All right. We have one called California Scratch and Win. My name's Scratch because I always seem to scratch out. And my wife is Win. She's always winning. And she won. As a matter of fact, I got a lottery ticket in my bag. I got to go cash because she won on it. Pretty much paid for the 2 tickets we bought, but hey. There's this channel, Mitch's Adventure 65. Model trains to real trains and back to building Disneyland Railroad. My newest channel, Podcasting Disneyland Resort. Podcasting Disneyland Resorts past. The past 60 years because I haven't been back to Disneyland in at least 2 years. I mean, we did go when we went for our wedding anniversary a couple of years ago, but maybe that was last year. Last year, yes. Seems like 2 years. And then, of course, I have one called Eye Candy. Not what you think. It's all about candy. There's a candy store down here in Ontario. It's called Logan's Candies. I'm going to go in there and make a video. And I'm going to talk to Jerry. He's the owner, and his wife. I forgot her name. And his daughter. They all work there. And they make candy canes. And I mean, they have a candy cane that hangs above his head. I think it was in the Guinness World Book of Records as the world's largest candy cane. I think it's like 6 feet, and then it's got the big curve on it, and it's about that thick. I'm like, how did he make that? And how did they get it mounted above him? And why hasn't it cracked in so many years? He made it like 30 years ago. But it's really cool, and the candy's really good. And the best thing is, I'm a diabetic. He's got sugar-free candy. Hi, Devin. How's it going? I gave your channel a shout out. I got this. Made me feel a little bit better when I got home from the hospital last night. So I got my winnings from Bob's channel. You're at work. So what do you mean still? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm okay now, just really sleepy. And I can't go to sleep because they put an IV in my arm and pretty much, filled me up with liquids. I think they said 3 quarts or something like that. And I have to pee, and I haven't been able to sleep at all. Last night, I'm getting up, going to the bathroom, coming back to bed. I'm going to go to sleep. Oh, gotta get up. Gotta go back to the bed. I think I may have gotten 15 minutes sleep from 2:30 to 7. And then the phone started ringing. I'm like, I'm not going to sleep. I got an hour in about an hour ago. Thanks for asking about me. I put up a question. I saw it on another YouTube channel, and I'm hoping people will answer it. I'm trying to find out what my niche is. I've got several YouTube channels. The bottom one's not a channel. I don't know why it came up. It's basically this channel. I don't know why I have a second channel. It says no channel. But I have Eye Candy, Disney Trivia, with spelled with a Z, not an S. 55. Podcasting Disneyland Resort, 60 years in the past. Past 60 years. Because I haven't really gone after COVID. That one is going to be a podcast channel. I haven't started it yet. Starts next month. California Scratch and Win channel. That's our lottery channel. I have 93 subscribers to that. And you go in the hospital, and I ended up with 6 subscribers on my channel here on Mitch's Adventures. Like, whoa, I should go to the hospital more often. No, I don't think so. And then I have model trains to real trains because I'm into trains. And so I have all these channels, but I can only run really 2, maybe 3 at close to all. What kind of work do you do, if you don't mind me asking? You work in a restaurant? You're an artist? You do woodworking? You're a musician? Am I getting anywhere close? I'm probably not going to stay on much longer. Just coughing. I felt pain right here. It's like, ooh, that can't be good. I need more sleep. I didn't get to go to work today, so I'm off work. I would love to draw right now, but not going to happen. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. This is a short video, and you'll need the. I kind of kept it. It wasn't public for the first 15, 20 minutes, and I noticed nobody was coming in, so I said, forget it. I'm making it public. So I made it public. So I don't know if it makes the whole thing public or just the last 15 minutes that I've been on. So I'll be back up and running hopefully by Monday. I'll see you guys then. Have a good night. Thanks again for asking me and get off work. Hopefully you'll be off soon. Have a good day. Thanks, Devin, for coming by. Thanks, everyone out there who are my newest adventurers. I have to find out what your name is so I can give you a shout out. And please answer that question because I'd really like to know how I can shrink my niche down and lock it in place and work on what you guys think I'm good at. Have a good night.